patients, work, treat patients. Last time I was this busy was during the Desperation Syndrome epidemic. Hundreds of years ago.
We've heard about it. Desperation syndrome sounds like a very serious disease.
Nothing is more terrifying. Anyone who ate too many desperation orbs died. Well, except the Wishmaster.
How did the Wishmaster recover?
A miracle. Everyone said so. Back then, the Delicious Wish Clinic. Oh, then it was the Desperation Syndrome Research Center. Developed Delicious Wish Therapy, saving some with mild symptoms. But for those like the Wishmaster, who ate many desperation orbs and were in the advanced stages, there was no cure. Yet the Wishmaster was the only one who recovered. So now they say, it was a blessing from the Wishing One that cured the Wishmaster. Oh, sorry, I do this. When patients are in pain, I try to distract them, so I tell stories.
It's okay. This information is very helpful. Dr. Melibo, I'm Nikki, a stylist. We're here because we need to meet the Wishmaster. It's to discuss something important, but we need a recommendation letter.
Our friend Gerudo recommended you.
Gerudo? I haven't seen him lately. Is he still trying to become a Feywish Knight?
He's working hard to make it reality. It's still his dream.
Not all dreams are worth pursuing. One time, the Paladins arrested him for bad intentions. After being released, in secret, he continued training and got injured. I treated him. He still owes me 333 blings.
Yeah, I offered.
Did you take it?
No.
I'm sure Gerudo will pay it off.
I don't doubt it. Achieving that is more realistic than becoming a Feywish Knight. It's so unlikely that it's more likely I discover the cure for Desperation Syndrome. Lovely chat, but I need to get back to work.
Oh, gotta have a styling challenge with her.
You said you need a recommendation letter? I can help with that, but I have a small request. I've been working so long,
Can't challenge in Momo
I've
form.
nearly forgotten what it's like outside the clinic. Damp creek grass, whispering tree hollows,
Oh, what is my recommended gonna be?
fluffy wreath
Bam.
toss. They're all becoming blurry in my mind.
What the fuck?
Miss Stylist, can you create a new look that fits the theme Vibrant Outing?
The recommendation is
Just seeing
sweet.
it would make me happy.
Why aren't you?
I've been working
Wonder
so
what your
long,
recommendation is gonna.
I've nearly forgotten what it's like outside the clinic. Damp creek grass. I need to see some vibrant
Because you have
outfits
most of
soon.
the same outfits as I do. I like the
I'm
boot
ready.
legs or the shoes. Oh,
Mine is way better than yours.
eh.
Way better than yours.
That's because I don't have that shirt.
But it still left me in my dress. That is
Thank
cute.
you.
That is Vibrant
That's
Outing.
such
I would take
inspiration.
that.
I feel motivated. Here's your recommendation. Signed by Dr. Melibo. Every word as precise as my prescriptions. Trustworthy and unembellished. I do hope you can meet the Wishmaster, though it's a bit uncertain.
I've heard, over the
Looks
years,
like we
the
still go up.
Wishmaster's health has been getting worse.
Yes, as he ages.
Hello,
Oh,
little
he's
birdie.
the longest
Tea.
living Feywish sprite in history. Since recovering from desperation syndrome, his health hasn't been the same, and he refuses
Oh, there's an
treatment.
owl.
The last time we went to the Temple of Wishes for a checkup was when my mentor was still around.
You can charm the owlie. Lucky you.
I know. I don't see the bird. Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong thing. No, back out. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you with that. Now the birds you don't have to, well, these birds you don't have to creep up on. I don't know about the owl. Aren't those little seats cute? That's a perfect Momo seat. I believe I already have one of those birds.
You do.
Okay. Where's the owl? Now the owl, I don't know. Get out of my way. I don't know if you can or not. It's so fat. I got the alley. I got the alley. You what?
Got to the top of the next one and it knocked me completely.
It what you?
It knocked me off when I got to the top of that. Can we sneak around and get the warp stone? Yeah, we can.
Oh. Oh no. I can't turn my fucking camera.
Hit your R3 whenever you get up there. Hit R3. Nope, it doesn't do anything. So if you go to the right-hand side and follow it around, you can hit the warp stone without activating the quest.
Thank God. Alright.
Why didn't we see Gerota?
With only one letter to get, he should have gotten here before us.
He said he was going to Chef Dorobo's family restaurant to ask his Uncle Barbarata for a letter. Let's go look there.
Okay. I'm officially done. Okay, where we go? Where's the the disc?
Head towards the quest marker.
Oh, there's a birdie. Come here, birdie. So I'm gonna try something real quick. And pray to God it fixes my thing. Oh, I'm washing the air. Oh, I think it's this one. Oh, that was delicious. Do 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 do. It still didn't fix it. I think the only way I can fix it is if I log out and log back in. Okay.
Stay to your right.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Ooh, we got quite a few of them. Alright.
Go ahead.
Little Adorable, we're heading to the Bazaar Wish Hills for Bazaar Wishing Orbs.
Why would we do that? They're nasty. I'll never let them touch my frying pan.
Well, this time you'll have to make an exception. Get the Bazaar Wishing Orbs and make 10 stomach shock platters. I'll secretly deliver them to the Paladins, knock them all out.
Uh-oh.
Then we'll sneak Gerota out of there.
Apparently Gerota got kidnapped by the
What's a
Paladins.
stomach shock?
Yeah.
Is that today's special?
It's not food. Gerota is in trouble. Hello, I'm Nikki, a stylist, and Gerota's friend. What happened to him?
Well, Gerota has a human friend now. I knew someday he'd make some good friends. But, oh, you're too late. Gerota got into a scuffle with the Paladins and got arrested.
What? Why did they arrest Gerota?
Oh, they're the worst. Always bringing up his grandfather. It's as relevant now as a bunch of dusty old wishing orbs. When the Wishmaster's health declined, they blamed Gerota. When the confetti cannon broke, they blamed Gerota. Whenever he visits For-A-Wish frequently, they blame him. Those terrible Paladins. The Arosa stopped blooming and the ceremony got postponed, so they used that as an excuse to arrest Gerota.
I remember what they say about his grandfather. There was never proof. Why blame an innocent person for unproven accusations?
Right? It's crazy. Completely unjust. But sometimes people need an enemy. More than they need a hero. Chigda gained his prestige by doing...
Barbarata! Enough! Nikki, Momo, Barbarata and I were just figuring out how to rescue Gerota. But our 4 fists combined are no bigger than a single wishing orb, let alone capable of fighting paladins.
We can't fight openly, but we can get him out in secret. Just serve up those stomach shock platters. I've wanted to do this for a long time. They did something fishy.
You seem to know a lot about what happened.
Barbarata loves to study history. He's got a huge pile of research papers. He even went to the Swordsmith ruins to gather information on the Feywish sprites from the Age of Divinity and nearly got attacked by the Iron Squirrel Guardian statue. However, nobody wanted to read his work.
But why?
Because he wrote about Gerota's grandfather, Kuroda, and his fight alongside the Sacred Knight to protect the Wishing Woods.
Some people read it. Like Kokuda, Pokobo, and Melabo, they secretly borrowed it from me. I'm currently writing about Kuroda's time as the captain of the Paladins. If not for that incident, his son Lorota...
Wait, I'm getting confused.
I'm a little lost too. Who's Lorota? And who's Kuroda?
Kuroda is Gerota's grandfather. Lorota is Kuroda's son. And Barbarata is Lorota's best friend. Got it now?
I'm not sure that's all relevant, but I get the gist.
Anyway, I don't believe it. Kuroda would never steal the Arium vase out of greed. But the Arium vase did disappear. That's why Gerota grew up being labeled the traitor's descendant. He never even met Lorota and Yalobo. For his coming of age, I carried him to the Arosa Valley. But the day after the ceremony, the Paladins came and locked him away. He doesn't even understand why.
I get it now. Why Gerota always acts so strange around the Paladins. Barbarata, do you have any idea where they've taken Gerota this time?
I'm not really sure. The Paladins have become arrogant and ruthless. Storming their base directly won't end well. But they still follow Chigda, at least to keep up appearances. Maybe you can start with him. Ask him where Gerota is.
Okay. We're trying to meet the Wishmaster, but we need letters from 3 different Feywish sprites.
Gerudo was gonna